There it goes. So now I have discovered the problem. I have been talking my head off for 20 minutes and there is no audio. Now there is a microphone. I just found the problem, the cause of the problem. Anyway, just this a short recap of what I was talking about. So now that I am once again for 2026 going to present myself, since I had been doing that over written text like email and over the phone, so there wasn't much direct interaction. It had been I had reason to believe that my personal appearance will be one of the problems why I had a technical um, yeah, the cause of the technical problem that I was having was due to non-recognition, to some numbers, some identification that I didn't look like the person who was supposed to be, the singer, the writer. So now that I may have to disappoint them because over the passage of time, who actually is an exemption to the toll, especially for us in the economic class, without the intervention that a well-off, had I had extra money, I could have. That's why I don't have anything against people who go through the physical enhancement, like it's just that don't go overboard, okay? But maintaining, just to maintain your looks, I truly believe that if it's also if your work puts you out there like on camera, then you should do what it takes to make sure that you're always looking your best. But for us who have to do it the natural way, because the cost of it, the cost of external intervention and some beauty regimen, they are very prohibitive for us. So therefore, I have considered the possibility that I will disappoint, but not to the extent that the legal appreciation of the documents that I will be bringing, wherein I will present the passage of time, the years that went by as very productive, that I have earned that status or that position wherein the presumption of regularity and the presumption of innocence can be enjoyed by someone like me. So even though I had not been there, because the last clearances that I had applied was in 2003, 2004, beginning of 2004. So the whole of 2005, I was limited to this kind of virtual communication. Many things could have changed, okay? Um, Assuming that, it will come to that I will no longer be believable when I say that in times past I had endorsed products and that my work had hinged on the fact that I could do so quite competently and quite uh, good enough success that I had enjoyed in times past. Even if a has been person still, I believe, can retain a sort of respect and the revenues that I wasn't able to receive, but they had been created, they had been earned, and even though they can be like in the system has to recognize the claimants for that sum of money that I had a record of, which said that I had received it, I should receive it, but I did not. So the system should be able to accept my claims as one of the claimants in order for me to um, be in the same room with other claimants so that we can be given each the what equality that had so compelled others, to impose their will on others in the name of equality. So now it's my turn to ask for that same equality to be given me, to have a face to face with the adverse claimants. And it's going to be worthy of your time to kind of expect. And it's nice that my microphone is still working. It's actually a dry run test for other sort of live. I would be asking others if they can be willing to have that important conversation. But if not, there are other ways to document the place, the time, and how we can both be protected by observing not only due diligence but the precautionary measures that will allow us to be recognizable, to be attributed with the behavior, with the words, with the physical appearance that will wherein, especially if signatures will be rendered on formal documents. So bye for now, and I feel so foolish. Now I know why. So the benefit of hindsight. Bye for now and see you later.